back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. No big updates coming your way today, but we did hear yesterday from Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts that the Oilers are looking at a 2-year deal for Evan Bouchard. So there's been some speculation whether it's a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. The latest Elliot Friedman's hearing is that it's going to be a 2-year deal between 3.5 to 4 million. The Colorado Avalanche deal with Bowen Byram the other day has kind of set a nice comparable for Bouchard. Not overly nice for the Edmonton Oilers, but I think they always knew it was going to be between 3 and 4 million. Hopefully we are getting closer here to getting Bouchard locked in and done. I did a video the other day on a possible Evan Bouchard offer sheet. Maybe I was a bit too serious and glum with that video, but I just wanted to approach it as what I thought was kind of a realistic possibility. I mean, overall, offer sheets are pretty rare. Still nothing's happened to this point, so I think if Evan Bouchard was going to get an offer sheet, we probably would have heard some rumblings about it at least by now, but at least I have the video out there. You can look at it as a reference. I think the Seattle Kraken were the top team that could steal Evan Bouchard from us, but as of now, nothing going on that front. Regarding the Oilers' other restricted free agents, Ryan McLeod and Raphael Lavoie, I can't think we're far off from a deal announcement for Raphael Lavoie. I'm pretty sure he's just going to get the league minimum $775,000 either on a 1 or a 2-year deal, so there really isn't much to negotiate there. Trying to think back to last summer when the Oilers re-signed Tyler Benson and a few of those other guys. It did take a little bit of time. I think they were done in July, but like I said, don't think it can be too much longer before we hear something on Lavoie. Ryan McLeod obviously gave the Oilers a sweetheart deal last summer, signing for $798,000. So he's definitely going to want some more money this year. We're thinking probably a 1-year, $2 million deal for Ryan McLeod. If they can get him for 2 years at $2 million per year, that would probably be a hell of a deal. So I'm guessing only a 1-year deal. Jonathan Willis from The Athletic put out these tweets on Ryan McLeod. I'm a little surprised to see how little respect Ryan McLeod gets from Oilers fans. Last year, away from 29 and 97, the Oilers did this when he was on the ice. He's big, he's fast, he kills penalties, he's already basically breaking even in the face-off circle, and he's only 23. This is exactly the guy you want slotting in behind the superstars, a developing young guy who makes the most of his 5-on-5 time in scoring possession and plays 4-on-5. Ryan McLeod is clearly a big part of the Edmonton Oilers, hopefully a big part of their future. He's definitely the ideal third-line center if he can continue to develop. You'd like to see those goal totals go up, but when Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl get the lion's share of the ice time, Ryan McLeod just has to take what he can get. It was a criticism of Jay Woodcroft that he didn't use Ryan McLeod more last year, especially against the Vegas Golden Knights. So hopefully we see Ryan McLeod signed, of course, and then used much more this year by Jay Woodcroft and allowed to develop into that third-line center that the Edmonton Oilers most certainly need. The Edmonton Oilers development camp is currently ongoing at Rogers Place right now at the community arena. It's open to fans. I'll throw up the times here if you want to go check it out at Rogers Place. It's running till July 6th, so if you want to go and see some of the Oilers prospects, see how they're developing, see how they look. If you have some young kids, they probably get a real kick out of it. They awarded the Billy Morris Cup today to Team Curry, so looks like it's a lot of fun going down there at Rogers Place, and yeah, always fun to check out the future Oilers prospects. Sadly, now former Oiler, Klim Kostin posted this message today. I can't extend my gratitude enough to the best fans I have ever seen. Your love and support means a lot to me. You gave me a second wind, and I'll always remember it. I'm sad we couldn't bring the Oilers a cup this year. You really deserve it. Thank you again, Oilers fans. See you later, Klim Kostin. Wish them all the best with the Detroit Red Wings, and hopefully the Oilers can find a player that even compares to Klim Kostin and kind of brings some toughness back to the lineup this year. I've mentioned a guy like Max Comtois. We know the Oilers are on the hunt for a fourth-line player. Still no news, obviously, on that front, but the Oilers looking for speed, toughness, or possibly a fourth-line center. Still waiting to hear on possibly Jonathan Toews coming to the Edmonton Oilers, but he hasn't made a decision yet whether he's playing next season. There is ongoing speculation that may or may not involve the Edmonton Oilers regarding Erik Karlsson and Anaheim Ducks goaltender John Gibson. I'll start with John Gibson. There was a report yesterday that he's played his last game with the Anaheim Ducks. That report was put out by Frank Saravalli. Apparently, according to John Gibson's agent, that report is false. John Gibson would return to Anaheim, but we know the Ducks, regardless, are likely shopping him. Some people brought up a possible Jack Campbell for John Gibson swap. Gibson makes more money. To make that even possible for the Oilers, the Ducks would have to retain the difference in their salaries, and basically Jack Campbell would have to agree to go to the Anaheim Ducks. He's got the no movement clause. If you're Jack Campbell, do you really want to be leaving the Edmonton Oilers, a team that has a chance to win the Stanley Cup, to go to the Anaheim Ducks right now? No, right? I think it's a complete non-starter. I don't see a Jack Campbell for John Gibson swap happening. The other rumor going around with Erik Karlsson is that he could possibly be heading to the Carolina Hurricanes, which would trigger a Brett Pesce trade, which is speculation, of course. We don't know for sure that will trigger a Brett Pesce trade, and we know Brett Pesce has been tied to the Edmonton Oilers. Could that possibly mean, if they get Karlsson, that they move Pesce our way? Maybe. Once again, it's going to be hard for the Oilers to make the money work. They have virtually no cap space for extra players beyond their restricted free agents right now, so I still don't think it's going to happen, but just thought I'd throw it out there in case people were interested. Possibly Brett Pesce to the Oilers, possibly John Gibson to the Edmonton Oilers. I can't see either one, but the rumors are out there. Well, I think that's all for now, guys. I'll hop back on if something does happen today, but just wanted to update you on all the latest. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.